One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Running inside, it's Frazier. Just smothered on the play. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Tosses it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Out wide left, it's Frazier. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Here's Carr to throw. Look out! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they hit.
Snags it, and he's open. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And the point after is good. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. And he's going to try to return this one. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They give it to him again. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Throws quickly. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to... Touchdown! Fighting Irish! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion when they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To throw, it's Stockton. Rushes on. Hit as he throws. Just barely got rid of it.
Man, what a good job by the pass rush. Get him to the QB and putting a lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You've got to get quarterback hits.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throws for the tight end. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Drops back on 1st down. Still looking. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Leaping grab for a big gain. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he could advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
And as the ball bounces out of bounds, no dice on the onside kick attempt. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Tight end now in motion. Quick give. It's Williams. They put the brakes on him.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Throwing. Carr. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, the 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those, and see if this defense can get back on track.
Needs it here on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Carr, they're all over it, and he avoids the sack.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make...
Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Throwing right. It's caught. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Again, it's Carr. Catch in the middle. It's Gilbert. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Right side, it's Gilbert. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Push it ahead. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Sells to run, looking to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it here.
Here comes the heat. Avoids pressure on the right. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. He'll put toe to leather and get this 2nd half started. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. Something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Second down to the air. Rush right in his face. Lets it fly. Dangerous throw on that one.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hits inside, it's Lacey. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive...
But, and he's got room. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Tells to run, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man, it's Alexander. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The fake wants to throw. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. To the air, it's Chambliss. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Defense all over him.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
With the catch, it's Rutkin. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39 and a really nice pickup there. Here's a give to Durham. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but. Charges a clock. Snags it, and there's running room. Past the 40. He's at the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He got that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, LSU! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give on the counter. Stop right there.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads it left. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back to its own in great field position. The Tigers with an absolute gift to start this drive with goal to go. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Handoff, Caden Durham. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Buying time to his right. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Alexander. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Sells to fake. Moves to his right. He's not afraid to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Chambliss. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man,
wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Green. Turns it on in midfield. Makes a grab and room to run. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. On the run, it's Berry. Breaks the tackle. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Changing the routes with his receivers. The give to the back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. The 30, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. LSU quick to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they grab it in the end zone. They get him for a safety. He tried with everything to scoop it up and get it out of the end zone, but they were there to stop him.
Nice job by the defense, playing fast, playing physical, upfield, forcing the fumble. They can't fall on it. They can't get the touchdown themselves, but they force the safety and put points on the board.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. He's going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Snapped on 4th down. Right down the middle. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. This offense has it with really good field position. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Holds on, it's Harris. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Green. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Left side is Berry. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The run inside. It's Berry. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They're going to go for it on 4th down, and remember, from this spot, they can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Touchdown, Tigers! Into the end zone for 6.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air. It's Chambliss. Trying to beat the D deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Straight ahead, it's Lacey. Past the 6. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw one first. Rolls right. On the run, deep down the right side. By himself, he makes the grab. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Hey, I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, LSU. Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Coach Eric Morris told me pregame, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys?
Okay, Holly. And the Cowboys headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. On the return, it's Marsh. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. From the gun, it's Marshall. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone.
Makes the grab in their space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's Underwood to throw. Extending the play. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's changing the play. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Touchdown, Wolverines! Makes the grab inbounds. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. defense looks as if it's coming. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hammond. Still on his feet at the 45. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Rolling right and going deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
The offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. On the second play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the third play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Max got it on the screen. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26, certainly well within field goal range, but let's see if they choose to go for it here.
And that's why as a defense you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football and they're able to make a tackle.
Needs it here on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll try the counter. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Right side, it's Marshall. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Quick give. It's Marshall. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run it.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Making the adjustment on the play. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. He'll be knocked out of bounds a couple of yards short, and that's a stop for the defense. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Pulls and throws out the RPO. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Cowboys looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Drops back on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Underwood. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He's past the marker. Lowers those pads. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Some misdirection with the counter. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
The counter play is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
Hits inside, it's Marshall. At the 45, on his way. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Throwing, Underwood. Out wide right, it's Marshall. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Gain of 21 on the play. First down for the offense.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're looking to pass from the red zone. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Play action on first down. Still looking to his right. Fires to the right. Caught, it's Barnes. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
Handoff from the gun. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll throw it. Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. They'll try to get it through the air. The quick out, putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Buying time to his right. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Young. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Underwood to throw. They'll run the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They didn't get anybody blocked, didn't fool anybody. They'll lose yardage, and it's 3rd down here late in the half. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
They kick it away on 4th down. Trying to make one miss. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Follows his blocks. It's Marshall. Fighting off the defender. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to the well. And they swarm him under. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Got his man downfield. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They were all over it.
Well, they're trying to go toss on this play, but defense just wins at the point of attack. They're able to defeat the blocks and get the ball carrier down behind the line of scrimmage.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Caught behind the line. It's Young. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
And they can't make the connection. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
2nd and long here. Hits the hole. It's Hawkins.
And just a great job by the defense being snapped, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Look out! And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
To the ground. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Out wide left, it's Owens. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. But now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly.
Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Selling the fake. Fires to the right. Got a man, it's Barnes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Wants to keep it in the air. Makes a connection. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. From the red zone, it's Hawkins. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, to slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. First down, 10 yards to go. Can't get him to the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Direct snap. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. All over him immediately. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their 3rd. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th and California.
Now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to